Strap yourselves in. Oh, that's hit hard. Here we go.
Oh, man. Early prediction, but that's the drive of the year, and it may hold up for about 7 or 8 months.
That's just plain obscene.
Dustin Johnson's 430-yard bomb in the thin air of Kapalua, Hawaii back in January was one insane display of power off the tee. It reminded fans how crazy talented the world's #1 player is. It wasn't even the farthest Johnson's launched one this season. His biggest drive came 2 months later, a whopping 489 yards on the par 5 12th hole at Austin Country Club. Unfortunately for DJ, the PGA Tour doesn't count stats from the WGC Dell Match Play, so that monster shot did not go into the record books. Johnson has been one of the tour's longest launchers since he joined the circuit in 2008. In fact, he's ranked inside the top 5 in driving distance throughout that time span. That's a whole decade of 300-plus yard bullets. The major champion has parlayed that power into a stellar 17 titles, at least one in every season on tour. He's done so by driving it not only long but straight, averaging better than a one-stroke advantage on the field every round he tees it up. And that combination has not gone unnoticed by his fellow competitors, who were unanimous when asked what attribute from a peer they would take for their game.
I'm going to take Dustin Johnson off the tee. Wouldn't even think twice about it.
Probably Dustin Johnson's length would be first comes to mind. Yeah, it would be Dustin Johnson's driver for sure.
If I could drive it as long and as straight as he does, it would be very helpful.
I mean, his length is just such a weapon, and obviously that's the part of the game that I struggle with the most.
Well, he hits it way too far and he hits fairways. That's a deadly combination.
Now, those are just a handful of answers, but trust us when we tell you, every tour pro we spoke to said the same. Well, except one, although it was still something from Dustin Johnson that he wanted.
DJ's walk. He walks with a lot of swag, so I think if I had that, I'd play a lot better.
Of course, Johnson is one of many tour players reaching extreme distances off the tee these days. And though there are several reasons for how far the ball is now flying, we can't forget about the clubs the pros are swinging, ones you can easily get your hands on too. Johnson has been switching back and forth between TaylorMade's new M3 and M4 drivers this season. The key to both clubs is twist face technology, which addresses common high toe and low heel mishits by physically twisting the high toe portion of the face back to add loft and keep balls hit there airborne, and the low heel portion in to decrease loft and keep balls hit there from spinning too much and slicing. In addition to twist face, TaylorMade's M3 drivers feature a seamless Y-shaped weight track system to alter center of gravity, and a widened and more flexible speed pocket dubbed Hammerhead. The M4 also features Hammerhead, as well as the geoacoustic sole geometry first introduced in TaylorMade's M2 driver for better sound and improved feel. Callaway hit a monster home run last year with its Epic line of metal woods, which featured a technology that instantly became an industry buzzword, Jailbreak. 2 vertical titanium bars behind the club face connecting the club's crown and sole to stiffen the body and allow the face to flex more at impact. And this year's Rogue line, which features Jailbreak not only in drivers and fairway metals, but hybrids too. Those vertical bars were reshaped into hourglass figures to save weight and add speed. When Ping started to look for ways to improve club head speed, it looked at aerodynamics and found the worst place for airflow over a driver head was its leading edge, where the air separates into a wake. To solve the problem, Ping placed small ridges, called turbulators, on the club's crown near the face. In Ping's new G400 Max driver, the angle of the 6 turbulators was tweaked slightly for even better airflow. As well, a thinner titanium face allowed for high-density tungsten weight to be inserted near the rear of the club for a deeper center of gravity. Cleveland made a big splash this year when it signed Canadian Jamie Sadlowski to an endorsement contract. The 2-time World Long Drive champion is now focusing full-time on a touring pro career, but was nonetheless the perfect face to front Cleveland's new Launcher HB, which the company says is the longest and most forgiving driver it's produced. The key to Launcher HB is a structure that compresses and decompresses at impact thanks to a reinvented high-bore crown, a larger cup face, flex fins on the sole, and a weight-saving ultra-lightweight hosel. Lastly, Cobra's King F8 and F8 Plus Big Sticks feature precision-milled faces, an industry first. Why? Because while the real technology behind the faces is Cobra's E9 and dual-roll designs, essentially face manipulations to help with mishits, they couldn't be mass-produced to perfection. There were inconsistencies in the hand polishing of the loft, bulge, and roll that is necessary when welding a face onto a driver head. So Cobra partnered with a foundry to help build specialized machines and fixtures to CNC mill the company's thinnest and lightest faces ever. In addition, King F8 and F8 Plus include 360 aero technology, polymer crown tips to reduce drags, as well as smartphone data tracking through Cobra Connect in partnership with Arcos. There you have it, 2018's best new drivers, all of which will help you blast the ball farther, though not quite as far as DJ.